apologies. That was me trying to sync this video because I have 3 different applications open up right now. Welcome back to another episode of Who Did It Better. And right now we have some suggestion from my Discord. Join my Discord, please. And there's a few suggestions, which there's 7 of them actually. First one is Luca, second one is Kronii, third one is Kanata, fourth is Shien. This one is not a VTuber, it's Chogakusei, Kanasukoya, someone who shared the same artist with Shiori. And last one is Nui Sosier. I don't really know how to say that name, but before that, I will listen to the original first. Okay, so the first one was sang by Hatsune Miku and is 2 years ago. Alright, let me just say that again. I don't like modern Vocaloid. Okay, so in terms of the vocal melody, it didn't really change a lot, but that repetitive flow is actually something that complemented this instrumental. Well, this one is crazy, but this is not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be doing covers. Alright, so first we go with Luca, which apparently has more views than the original, which lead me to kind of interested about this. Also subscribe.
ロクっての芝がのけものにされてたゴミかす捨てられ親に合わす顔もないそれでも生きてたい愛 態そういう奴らなきゃダメだ夜道に気をつけなバイバイでバイバイゲーム慣れたいは散々やった警察の剣の剣の剣名で経営なんか単にしていた適当な仕事をした奴から目に投げてくす主体だ仲間になったら世界を半分やらからこっちにする的な弱き者に敵よ悪しき者に鉛よ許されないことでも俺が許してやるよ全て手に入れるのは全て捨てたやつだけ結局弾丸一発で分からせてやるしかないだけ
Ooh, why this drop sound is so much cleaner than the original? So for this one, I would say that the vocal is very valid on this track. This octave suit his voice a lot. Like, the really deep voice. Sounded really cool and the instrumental was so clean. How did they even do that? Mixed by Ike Evelyn. Also Niji Sanji. Who the hell is this? Who you? I want to know you. You're now my favorite Niji Sanji members. Before I even know you, you're my favorite. Oh. Looks like a Genshin Impact character. Amazing job. Like really clean on the production. And the vocal is really smooth throughout the whole song. I just like how even though the instrumental was so loud. Later. So fucking amazing. Because of this one is the first cover that I heard, I will not give it too high of a score for now, but I will give you the full score when I was editing, because when I was editing I already finished every single cover, so I will give you the score right now. Alright, next one would be Kronii. Just gotta say, I heard Kronii's that cover. What does that call again? Oh yeah, new song is out by the way, if you guys would like to check it out. I know you guys don't care. Be my guest. Yeah. That song with Ouro Kronii, such a deep voice, is amazing on the track. Now for this one though, I feel like it would suit her vocal too. So, let's see. The 808 is so much harder than the other covers.
仲間になったら世界を半分やるからこっちについてきな弱き者に敵を悪しき者に鉛を許されないことでも俺が許してやるよ全て手に入れるのは全て捨てたやつだけ結局弾丸一発で渡らせてやるしかないだけ透明感のデリバリー創業さん出会い鳴りやまないジャスミンウイスキーとマテンロン生ぬきの欲を大切に乗せする響き今夜も結成時への傷跡寝ても覚めても戦場子供たちに絆を裏切り者に罰を気に入らないかならばお前がやりなせっかく拾った命なら大事にしてればいいのにな The chaos and order in this world all absurdities and realities in this cesspool of a place. There is no mercy for traitors. My crimson-stained hands, you caused it all. If you want to blame someone, blame your own fate. You should know this by now, that this world beyond salvation.
She added that little thing at the end. It seems pretty cool, actually. Oh, I did it. This was a playlist, so it auto plays. I'm sorry. Though I have to say, on some part of who mixed this one? Oh yeah, Drenza told me about this. She mixed her own vocals. Yeah. Now. There are some parts that I can point out, like over here especially. I feel like Kronii's vocal did not follow the instrumental. The instrumental was like gradually upping the volume of every single instruments, while her vocal stayed on the same exact volume. It could be a little bit hard to listen to sometimes. It's like the vocal is just fading away when it's like with the whole instrumental. But it do got some good parts, like at the end, she captured the attitude really correctly. Nah, music can never be correct. Music can only be good and bad. Captured the attitude really appropriately. There you go. You're using too many deep words at the English part, so yeah, I like what you're saying, but I don't really get it. Sorry, my mother language is not English, so I'm just trying my best here. Ching chong ling long. So for this one, overall is good, but the mixing can be a little bit better. I really like the vocals, but the instrumental is pretty much the same, so it doesn't really need any explanation. This is the score for this one. Right, Kanata. Kanata's cover, I'm not going to lie. Whenever I hear a Kanata's cover, it can either be one of the best cover of all time, or it's not even close to being a good cover. So I like to see what she has done for this one.
理想だ好き勝手やってまいた報いの種を踏んで祈りの歌も届かないこの街じゃ暴力がお似合いだろうね交通法に従っていても目的地にはもう着かないぜ名誉も金も未来も欲しいから絆の力で奪い取れろくでなしばっかのけ物にされてたゴミガス捨てられ親に合わす顔もないそれで 夜道に気をつけなバイバイでバイバイゲームなら大体は散々やった警察の権力も懸命で経営に加担していた適当な仕事をしたやつから海に投げて消す次第だ仲間になったら世界を半分やるからこっちについてきな弱き者に仇を悪しき者に鉛を許されないことでも俺が許してやるよ全て手に入れるのは全て捨てたやつだけ結局弾丸一発で分からせてやるしかないだけホワイト声がファイアマイクチャイナタウン人的なパンク体を隠し持ったナイフなんだかんだ言ってないでたまらないのか簡単合意で空になったサインテリトリーでも見合いトミーガンのデリバリー早期業者の手配鳴りやまないジャズスピンウイスキーとマデンの眠り気味の横顔タイツ命果てる音が響く今夜も建設時への傷跡寝ても覚めても戦場子供たちに絆を裏にも荷物を気に入らないかならば思い帰りなせっかく拾った命なら大事にしてればいいのにな
Can I say one thing? I don't like the outro. I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say like, oh, you be bopping so hard. What do you mean you don't like the outro? I was saying I don't like how the outro ends. I was so in the mood, and you're just gonna cut me off like that? I hate you, producer. Come on, just a little bit more. Why not? You know, the instrumental was so fucking good. Anyway, about this cover, I feel like Kanata's version of Mafia so far is my favorite. Like the distortion, like the vocal layers, and also like the filter part of the vocals are so pleasant. Everything was so clean. And Kanata she didn't do as well when it comes to like the attitude and the emotion of the song, comparing with Kronii. Not comparing with the original, comparing with Kronii. But I would still say that even though that was the only flaw, that when it comes to comparing, this song doesn't really perfect the attitude, but every single thing else, like the production, all like even the distortion on the bass was added so much. I just love it. And like on the rap part, she added vocal layers on the rap part. Are you serious? There's no vocal layers on this part, but before that, that is. Whew, so epic. Such an orchestral instruments with this type of distorted 808 and that trappy drums like the hi-hat and the snare, the kick, and so many more elements that just make this song exactly like Mafia. So fucking amazing. I love this cover. Kanata, you are really good on this one. I love it. I freaking love it. So yeah, this is the score for this one. YouTube, this knife is not sharp, so it is not dangerous act. Maybe I shouldn't point that way. I point this way. It's not a dangerous act. Right, so next one is Shien. Believe he Holo Star. Is he in Holo Star? Yeah, Izuru is on here. Okay, yeah, Holo Star. Right.
って泣いた報いの種を踏んで祈りの歌も届かないこの街じゃ暴力がお似合いだろうね交通法に従っていても目的地にはもうつかないぜ名誉も金も未来も欲しいから絆の力で奪い取れ僕ってなしばっかのけ物にされてたゴミカス捨てられ親に合わす顔もないそれでも生きてたいあいつを殴りたいそういう奴らの吐きだめだ夜道に気をつけなバイバイでバイバイゲームなら大体は散々やった警察の権力も懸命で経営に加担していた適当な仕事をしたやつから海に投げて消す次第だ仲間になったら世界を半分やるからこっちについてきな弱き者に仇を悪しき者に鉛を許されないことでも俺が許してやるよ全て手に入れるのは全て捨てたやつだけ結局弾丸一発で分からせてやるしかないだけ葉っぱ巻いた貝がファイヤ巻いたチャイナタウン人的なバンクダイヤ隠し持ったナイフなんだかんだ言ってないで黙れないのか完全合意で空になった財布テリトリーロンやにトミーガンのデリバリー葬儀業者の手配鳴りやまないジャズスインウイスキーとマテンも眠る君の横顔絶えず命果てる音が響く今夜も消せど消えぬ傷跡寝ても覚めても戦場子供たちに絆を裏切り者に罰気に入らないかならばお前がやりなせっかく拾った命なら大事にしてればいいのにな The chaos and order in this world all absurdities and realities in this desperate overplace there is no mercy for traitors my crimson stained hands you cause it all if you want to blame someone blame your own fate you should know this by now that this world is beyond celebration.
Again, I really hate the outro. Why do you really like to cut me off like this? So that speech is exactly the one with Kronii. Who got it first? This one is okay. It didn't really have any uniqueness. I feel like it's just pretty much the original. So maybe I have to deduct some point on... No. He added that little speech. I believe he did it first. And then it's Kronii. So I deduct 1 point from the creativity because he is pretty much just following the original. But he added that last speech, which makes the creativity point go back in it. Overall, the production is really clean. It's really smooth.
警察の権力も懸命で経営に加担していた適当な仕事をしたやつから海に投げて消す次第だ
The vocal layers too is really like it's like messy in a good way, especially for this type of song. Just like even though the vocal layers is like messy, it didn't really have a lot of like bad sound into it. I appreciate this kind of music, not gonna lie. Yep, okay, I didn't really see any flaws, but it still didn't really do any like impression in my own opinion. So I would say this is my score. What up, Chogakusei? He is not a VTuber. Vocal, mix, and movie all by himself. I don't know why. I know a lot of people wear this type of mask, especially for those people that don't like to show their face on the internet. But whenever I saw these type of mask, I always just like 簡単な英語しかわかんない。
This elder 好き勝手やってまいた報いの種を踏んで祈りの歌も届かないこの街
That voice was not expected from his face. In a good way.
楽でなしばっかのけ物にされてたゴミかさ捨てられ親に合わす顔もないそれでも生きてたいあいつを殴りたいそういう奴らの吐きだめだ夜道に気をつけなバイバイでバイバイゲームなら大体は散々やった警察の権力も懸命で経営に加担していた適当な仕事をしたやつから海に投げて消す次第だ仲間になったら世界を半分やるからこっちについてきな弱き者に敵を悪しき者に鉛を許されないことでも俺が許してやるよ全て手に入れるのは全て捨てたやつだけ結局弾が一発で分からせてやるしかないだけ自由的なパンクブートケーキファイ巻いてテンター自由的なパンクタイヤ隠し持つライフなんで今度言ってないとたまらないのか完全にグッで空になったさよ二人誰でもみ合い民間の誰まで葬儀業者の手配誰やまないジャズスフィングウィスキューともテラ眠る君の横側低髄の自発ローとか響く声も形成と消えに傷跡寝ても覚めても戦時は子供たちの絆をもらきりも2発を気に入らないかならばお前がやりな積極拾う飼い主の大事にしてればいいのにな
Swaggin'. Apologies for Kanata. You have been overtaken. I mean, Kanata has one thing that this cover song lack, which I don't appreciate as much, but it's really similar to the original cover, is that the distortion on the bass and also on the kick was not as powerful. But his voice though, just like the attitude, like especially, I don't know why, I feel like a lot of guys doing this, it's just so fucking hot. I'm not even talking about music anymore, I'm just simping for him. This part especially. How much is your microphone? That is a real question. So close to the mic with such a thin screen. And that P sound, you heard that? P. Mine don't really do that well. Well, in this cover though, it cover up all of those P sound. And it's so clean. You know what? Subscribe. Just subscribe, man. Vocal is crazy. Production is clean. And also, the instrumental is just the instrumental. Nobody really remade the instrumental for this one. Everybody's just using the same thing. Except for Kanata, maybe. Kanata changed a little bit on, like, the distortion part. But otherwise, everyone did the same, so. Here's my score. Alright, Kanaskoya. I wonder. Mixed by Natsume Senaki. I'm butchering the kanji. How do you even say this word? Chiaki. Why is your name so familiar? Did I saw you somewhere before? Sentimental love heart. Ocean Nope. Who you is? Exactly. Ikizama, right. That's why your name is so familiar. I know who you is. Makes me more interested in this cover, but I won't be biased. If you do bad, I will say that you do bad. Just like Kanata. If she does bad, I would just straight out say that cover is whack. Just like Callie. I still believe that Idol by Callie is the worst Idol cover that I ever heard. No one is perfect, so yeah, that's just fair. Pitchy there, girl. Well, for this one, on the first, like a little this part in the first verse, she was a little pitchy, but right on the filtered part, this part is okay. There can only be two possibilities. First one is she's just really pitchy, but somehow it was on key and made everything a little bit different. Like the melody was a little bit different, like different notes and different rhythm, different cadence and stuff. Or it can just be she's trying to change the melody, but on the first little part it was not on key. So that's the two possibility, and that's one part right here, I believe. Let me find that part first, and I will come back to you guys. Yeah, I found it. This ka part. Oof, that was really dangerous for you to do that. A little bit more pitchy, you would just be off pitch. But right now, it was okay. And I feel like Kanashikoya is a little bit more patient comparing to other covers. She's like actually feel into the music, which It was really suitable for an emotional song. I'm not sure about this one. If you guys like it, you like it. I personally don't. So, yeah. This is my score for her cover. Last but not least, Nui Sosier. I still have no idea how to say his name. Her, him, her, them. I still have no idea how to say their name. So, yeah. Anyway, let's go.
でそうだ好き勝手やってまいた報いの種を踏んで祈りの歌も届かないこの街じゃ暴力がお似合いだろうね交通法に従っていても目的地にはもう着かないぜ名誉も金も未来も欲しいから絆の力で奪い取れろくでなしばっかのけ物にされてたゴミかす捨てられ親に合わす顔もないそれでも生きてたいあいつを殴りたいそういう奴らの吐きだめだ夜道に気をつけなバイバイでバイバイゲームなら大体は散々やった警察も
Sorry, let me pause for a second. Weird way of performing her vocals. Why do I have a feeling of a nightclub singing on such a banging track?
権力も懸命で経営に加担していた適当な仕事をしたやつから海に投げて消しないだ仲間になったら世界を半分やるからこっちについてきな弱き者に敵を悪しき者に黙りを許されないことでも俺が許してやるよ全て手に入れるのは全て捨てたやつだけ結局弾が一発で分からせてやるしかないだけばばいた貝がファイヤー巻いたチャイナタウン自意的な爆弾や隠し持つナイフなんだかんだ言ったないでたまるないのか完全合意で空になった財布テリトリーでもみ合いトミーガンのデリバリー葬儀業者の手配鳴りやまないジャズスイングウイスキーとマテンロー眠る君の横顔在次命外る音が響く今夜も形成と君への傷跡寝ても覚めても戦場子供たちに絆を裏切り者に罰を気に入らないかならばお前がやりなせっかく拾った命なら大事にして
What she did with that vocal?
裏切り者に罰を気に入らないかならばお前がやりなせっかく拾った命
Was it just one octave lower vocal layered up with the main vocal? I don't know how she do that, but that is a big dub. I like that. That is really cool.
なら大事にしてればいいのにな
Okay, on the first part of this song, I don't really like, but right after that, until like the rap part, I started to grow on that a little bit, and after that, until this part, which is pretty much close to the chorus. Is it a chorus? I don't think it's a chorus, but maybe a chorus, a hook. Is like a hook. I love this part. I love this part the most. Yeah. Most replayed. Overall, I would say that this cover is probably my least favorite, but I only heard 7 of them. So there is going to be more Mafia cover that I'm going to listen to. So yeah, this is my score for this one. So far, 7 of these, I would say that I like Chogakusei's version a little bit more. More than everyone. Second would probably Kanata's. But even though every other that is at least a little bit like for Luca and Shien and also Kronii actually. Kronii and Shien, they added that little speech at the end, which I feel like it's quite good in my opinion, but everything else was pretty much same with the original, so I don't feel like any special in there. Luca's version, I really like the vocals, but it's the same thing. I don't really feel like there's anything special about the cover, so I would also have to give it just okay. Kanaskoya, very pitchy. Nui was okay. It was just the first part of the song I don't really like the way she's singing. Like I said, it's kind of like an 80s nightclub type of singing style with this type of instrumental. I just don't feel like it blend well. Kanata's version, they boost up the 808s and the distortion of the bass and the kick drums. It was so powerful throughout the whole song. Chogakusei was just good throughout the whole song. It's just good. It was just good, okay? I just like it. So yeah, this is my conclusion for these 7 covers. If you guys don't agree, it's okay. Music is subjective, but I just want to be myself. So I will have the need to say this. You're in my video, so suck my